Hey guys, Gene here from the BSP Wrestling Show, here to bring you guys my WWE Smackdown Live review for May 16th, 2017. The Go Home Show for WWE Backlash this Sunday, and Smackdown was okay tonight, nothing really special. They just did more building towards Backlash, and I didn't expect anything to be special. But this is kind of like a really down time for WWE. We're getting subpar Raw and SmackDown shows now. And SmackDown was on fire for a long time, you know, once the whole draft happened. But ever since the Superstar shakeup, it just seems like they're missing something. I'm not sure what it is, but I can't just lie and say, SmackDown's great, SmackDown's incredible, when it's not. It was alright. I mean, I was able to sit through it because it's only 2 hours. And, you know, there were some good things that happened tonight. But, you know, just overall as a total package, it wasn't like a great, super fantastic episode of SmackDown Live. But let's get right into it. We started off with Kevin Owens in the ring. He stole Chris Jericho's highlight reel. And he's keeping Chris Jericho pretty relevant for somebody that took him out and ended his career. He keeps talking about what he did to Chris Jericho. So we know they're going to feud again once he comes back. He says he's going to do the show better than Chris Jericho has ever done it, and you'll never see the original host ever again. He said Jericho was obsessed with scarves and gifts and lists, and now he's on the injured list because of what he did to him. He said what he did is only a sneak preview for what he's going to do to AJ Styles at Backlash. And then he tries to bring out his guest, which was supposed to be Jinder Mahal, we found out in a little bit, but it winded up being AJ Styles coming out. AJ came out and said, you know, he watched him steal everything about Jericho, but he didn't think he'd stoop this low to steal his whole highlight reel show. Owens said he can do anything Jericho can do way better, including beating him in terms of beating AJ Styles, because Jericho beat him at WrestleMania 2 years ago. He asked what he's doing out here anyway. He didn't invite him. Styles said that this Sunday he's beating him for the title and bringing it back to the good old US of A. And hell, we don't even got to wait till Sunday. We can do it right now. And that's when Jinder Mahal comes out. AJ's opponent for tonight, by the way. And Jinder says he's supposed to be the guest on Kevin Owens' highlight reel. Owens said, like a true American, AJ stuck his nose where it didn't belong. Jinder says what's going to happen at Backlash is exactly what happened last week when he pinned Randy Orton in that 6-man tag team match. All the Americans will bow down to the Maharaja when he becomes the WWE champion. AJ said he might not even make it to Sunday because he has to go through him. And Jinder said in order to find yourself, you have to lose yourself. He said AJ will find himself when he loses tonight like Orton will at Backlash. Owens was like, he's going to lose to Jinder tonight, and then at Backlash, he's going to lose to him. AJ told Owens that he's going to take the title, but for now, he's about to put on the AJ Styles highlight reel in the ring against Jinder Mahal. And that's the first match tonight. We got AJ versus Jinder. Solid match. AJ made Jinder look really, really good in this match. His selling is one of the focal points of this match and was pivotal in Jinder getting his moves in and looking like a dominant force. But you know, AJ hangs in there with the biggest and baddest of them, no matter what size they are, how aggressive or stiff they may be, because Jinder works pretty stiff. Them forearms and them knees, man, they look like they hurt really bad. Especially, it looks like he's hitting them directly in the face. I don't know how he ain't, like, completely knocked somebody's teeth out like Sheamus does. But, you know, AJ fought back from Jinder's offense because he had control of the match. Then he goes for a phenomenal forearm, but the Singh brothers on the outside hopped onto the apron to distract the ref on the other side of the ring, and Kevin Owens, who was sitting on commentary, hit AJ Styles in the back of the knee with the U.S. title, and Jinder capitalized with the Cobra Clutch Slam that he's calling the Colossus, or something like that. I think that's what they said, the Colossus, and he picks up the win. And now Owens has a body part to get heat on at Backlash. He has something to attack AJ Styles with at Backlash to potentially give himself the advantage. Now, a lot of people on Twitter were going crazy because they're like, oh my god, Jinder Mahal just pinned AJ Styles. But he didn't pin him clean. He had to get help from Kevin Owens and the Singh brothers. So just calm down. AJ Styles isn't buried or anything like that. They're just trying to make Jinder look really, really good, but they couldn't have him go over AJ Styles without having somebody help him go over AJ Styles. And since AJ is in a feud right now with Kevin Owens, he has a match with him. Owens had to do something to give him the advantage in their match. So they have a story to tell there. And that's why Jinder beat AJ Styles. But it wasn't clean, so it's okay. Calm down. Everybody just went bonkers over it. Oh my God, WWE is just doing this stupid stuff. And oh my goodness, it's like we want them to build new stars. And then when they try to build new stars, we crap on it. I saw a freaking Reddit post about that. Like, when somebody's, like, first getting built up, we're like, oh, they suck. And then, you know, they book them a different way. And then we're like, oh, yeah, they're great now. Like, we fall victim to that. That's a whole nother video, though. This was a pretty good match, and I like what they did heading into Backlash. We got another great Fashion Files episode with the Breezango. Tyler Breeze, I guess, was, like, undercover or something like that. They're still talking about the Usos, because they're going to face them at Backlash, but tonight they had a match versus the Colognes, which is pretty much a warm-up match. Didn't go that long. They won it, of course. What was good was after the match, because, of course, they beat the Colognes. Easy match for them. The Usos come out like they did last week. You remember 12 days? Well, this week is 5 days, because they only got 5 days until Backlash. So they came out and was like, oh, look at you guys. Look at you. We do this for the day one-ish. We do this because we gotta do this. Y'all do it for Instagram and Twitter and all of that other social media stuff. They started comparing good guys and bad guys and like cops and robbers or something. It was like, you know what, we're gonna switch it up. This is the Uso Penitentiary, where we make all the rules, and in 5 days at Backlash, they're gonna take them to trial. They said they have the right to remain vicious. Anything that they say will and can leave them in stitches. They also have the right to put your ass in a gurney, and if you can't afford one, you will not be provided one. And then it was like, you know, you're probably feeling goosebumps and all this weird feeling inside, and you feel like somebody's creeping up behind you. No! It's not paranoia. It's the Usos. I just love that. That ending right there is just fantastic. They just been great on the mic lately. I don't think they get enough credit or enough TV time. They're the freaking tag team champions, and we barely see them on SmackDown Live. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They gotta treat these guys a whole lot better, because they've reinvented themselves, and they're better than what they were years ago and before they turned heel. This whole heel turn has been the best thing to happen to them. And it's like, I know they don't got a lot of TV time, you know, or a lot of space to put them on TV, but come on, man. These guys are great. These guys are freaking great. You gotta put them on TV more, because I freaking love them. But I love Breezango too now. They've built them up and made them look like legit contenders for the tag team championships, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen this Sunday in that match. I'm gonna do my predictions video later this week. And NXT is coming up too. I'll probably do predictions for that as well. Maybe I can catch up on a few episodes. Falling behind a little bit on NXT. Haven't had the chance to watch it, but we'll see. Next we got a pointless contract signing for this 6-woman tag team match at Backlash. We got the welcoming committee and what did they call them? Royalty Straight Glow or Royalty Glow Fire? I don't know. They had I've never seen a contract signing for a 6-man tag match. That was just strange. They all came out. Shane had them out there. Natalya said it's funny that all 3 of them are pretending to be BFFs, and she calls them pathetic. She said Becky had the chance to join them, and she can't wait to show her that she told her so. At Backlash, they beat them every single week, and they'll prove it again. And then Natty, Tamina, and Carmella signed the contract. And then Becky says there's no chance in hell she would join their goon squad. They have even numbers, and she can't wait to smack each and every one of them in the face. Naomi said they better worry about their hair appointment, because she gonna snatch all of them bald, including her, and she pointed at James Ellsworth. That was kind of funny. She called Ellsworth a female. That was hilarious. And then Charlotte grabbed the mic and said they all have had a problem with her since she came to SmackDown Live. They moaned and complained, and this Sunday they'll have their problem solved. And then the Queen is coming for her crown, and she looked at Naomi because she still wants her title match. Then James said He got the mic and was like, Shane, I know you're trying to help a brother out, but I can handle myself. And Shane was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He says, he starts talking. He says he sees how Becky Lynch gazes at him, but he has to throw some water on her straight fire because she has no chance with him. Then he says that Charlotte may be looking for a king, but she has no chance either. And then she tells Naomi that Carmella will end her flow, take her title, and steal her glow. And Naomi was about to snatch this boy up and toss him out the ring, and a brawl was about to break out. Shane stopped it immediately and set up a match between Naomi and Carmella. Man, that whole segment was just pointless, really. They all signed the contracts and everything, too. So the welcoming committee was up to their same old tricks. I still don't like that name. It just doesn't flow off the tongue right. The welcoming committee. Come on, it's so stupid. Anyway, the ref wasn't having it. He kicked Ellsworth out the match first, because he was in the way. Carmella was afraid of Naomi in this match because, Naomi is 10 times thicker than Carmella is. Carmella has no type of meat on her bones, so Naomi's kicks to her will hurt way more than Carmella's kicks will hurt Naomi. Of course, Naomi kept getting the advantage, and then she went to the top rope for I think maybe that split leg and moonsault. I don't know what she was doing. And then Tamina and Natalya tried to climb onto the apron. The ref kicked them out as well. He wasn't having none of that interference stuff. He kicked them out. Instead of them walking to the back, though, they started walking up the apron, and then they went after Becky Lynch and Charlotte, who were on the outside, of course. And then Naomi tried to help them out. She kicked I think she kicked Tamina or something like that. And Carmella took advantage of the distraction and rolled her up for the win. So Carmella has pinned Naomi, and I'm guessing that means she's in line for a title shot in the future, right? She beat her one-on-one, so she's the champion. So I guess Carmella has a case now that she can have a title match. I mean, that's how it works, right? That's how it normally works. I don't know if they're going to go with that, but who knows? Dolph did a whole little segment backstage about Nakamura. He called him a fraud and a nobody. He said he did his homework and research about all the remarkable things that Nakamura has done in the WWE, and rolls a footage of what he's done, and then it just says no footage found because he hasn't done anything on the main roster yet. He's like, that's right, he hasn't done anything yet. And then he rolls a video package of all his accomplishments, winning the U.S. title, Intercontinental title, World title, all this stuff, all the great stuff he's done. And he says he's looking forward. He says everyone's looking forward to Nakamura's debut except for him. Nothing will make him more satisfied than to spit into the face of all those hypocrites who have turned their back on him. Yeah, Dolph is getting his ass kicked. Nakamura is gonna beat the brakes off of Dolph. It sucks, but at least they trust him to go in there with Nakamura. But yeah, Dolph about to catch that strong style work, and it's not gonna be pretty. Sami Zayn had an interview backstage. He announces that he got his match against Baron Corbin at Backlash. He says Corbin is threatened by him because he's a constant reminder that Corbin isn't as dominant as he thinks he is because he can't keep him down, and that's a threat to his ego. And he just kept talking smack and more smack, and you would think he would learn from the Samoa Joe thing not to keep running your mouth about people, because Baron Corbin came up from behind him and absolutely clobbered him and told him he needs to learn how to stay down, and he better not show up on Sunday or he's going to put him down permanently. Corbin is freaking great, man. I love Sami Zayn, but that was great from Corbin. I just love that. Sami always starts talking, and then somebody comes up and just absolutely crushes him. It's freaking hilarious. And speaking of crush, where was Rusev at? Wasn't he supposed to come and confront Shane McMahon? Where my boy Ruru at? Why wasn't he on SmackDown? I call shenanigans there. I wanted to see some Ruru. And is Lana going to be the next freaking Emma? I keep seeing coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. We don't have a date to when Lana's supposed to be showing up. So, how is that supposed to work out? When is she coming? When is Ruru coming? He's supposed to be there. He was supposed to confront Shane McMahon. He said that last week. They made no mention of it. So I don't know what's going on there. But it looks like Lana's going to be the next Emma. I hope not. I hope we don't got to wait 17 weeks for her to debut and it just be lackluster. so who knows? I don't know, but I'm just mad Rusev didn't show up like he said he would. But after that, we pretty much just got the main event, Randy Orton versus Baron Corbin. Corbin continues to show why he should be a champion in the future. He was looking good in there with Orton, who's a veteran in the ring, of course. Pretty interesting match here. I enjoyed it. He had a good amount of main event matches on SmackDown Live, too. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. They've trusted Corbin in a lot of main events lately. So they're just trying to build up his resume. And even though he's not winning these main event matches, he's at least competing against some of the top talent in or on SmackDown Live. So, like I said, this was a good match. Corbin mixes in his aggressive offense with a ton of smack talk in the ring. He was in control until Orton moved out of the way and Corbin hit the ring pole. He tried to run at him in the corner and smack into the ring pole. Orton climbed his way back into the match, got the crowd hyped up for his comeback and stuff, did his whole thing, between the ropes DDT, all this other stuff. And then Corbin tried to slip away and do his whole slide out of the ring, slide back into the ring, and usually he just clotheslines you with full momentum. Orton must have sniffed it a mile away because he hit this man with an RKO out of nowhere and picked up the win and will go on to face Jinder this Sunday at Backlash. And speaking of Jinder comes out again. He tells Randy that he should savor this victory and relish his time with the WWE Championship because he will destroy his pride, body, and future this Sunday at Backlash. And he's just talking to him. Randy's just looking like, yeah, whatever, man. You're not doing none of that. And then the Singh brothers attack him from behind. And Randy throws them out the ring easily. And he goes for a double between the ropes DDT on them. But by then, Jinder gets into the ring to stop it. Now it's a 3-on-1 attack. They're just stomping him, punching him, all this other stuff. And then they get him up. Jinder hits him with the Colossus. I forget what the hell they said. I think that's what they're saying. The Colossus. That Cobra Clutch Slam. And, he picks up, they go get the WWE Championship, he holds it up over Orton's body, and that's how SmackDown goes off the air. Jinder's not winning Sunday. As much as they've tried to build him up and make him look like a legit threat to Orton, which they've done a semi-decent job at, he's great on the mic. I'll give him that. He's definitely improved his mic skills. His ring work could use a little bit of work. He's getting there, though. I can definitely see some vast improvement from where he was before. But yeah, I still don't think he's gonna take the title off of Orton. I think that's saved for AJ Styles, maybe around SummerSlam or whatever. But Jinder's not winning this Sunday. I'll talk about it more in my predictions video. That'll be up this week. I'm not gonna give you guys a date because normally that never falls through, and I usually have to do it the day after or something. So just look out for it. I'll let you guys know on Twitter and blow up everybody's mentions when I upload the video. But yeah, that was SmackDown. Compared to Raw last night, slightly better than Raw, but not by that much. I swear it's really only because it's 2 hours, but still, that's no excuse for Raw or SmackDown to have subpar shows. Raw has all the time in the world and all the talent to put on a great show. And even though SmackDown doesn't have the time, they still have a ton of talent too. I heard Ty Dillinger was in a dark match. Why? Why is he in a dark match? What was the point of bringing him up if you weren't going to do anything with him right now? I mean, he's had his fair share of enhancement matches. It's time to do something with him. I don't know. But we'll see what they do with him. Hopefully he just doesn't get lost in the shuffle like Apollo Crews did. And they actually do something with him. I hope they do something with him. Because Ty Dillinger is money, man. He really is one of those stories. They should do a WWE 24 special on him. All the things he's gone through, getting fired, coming back. He was the one getting kicked by Shawn Michaels in that infamous DX backstage segment. The I Just Kicked Stan. Yeah, that was him. Ty Dillinger was Stan. He's gone through a lot in the WWE and has gotten himself this new gimmick, this 10 gimmick, and fans absolutely love it. And he's great in the ring, so I don't know. Will he be a world champion one day? Who knows? I know he could be, U.S. champion or Intercontinental champion. I know he can definitely do that. He can boost that mid-card to higher levels. So we'll see what they do with that. I don't know. Like I said, predictions videos coming this week. for both NXT TakeOver Chicago and for Backlash. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my SmackDown Live review. Slap a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if it felt like a Go Home Show or if it just felt like a regular episode of SmackDown. I mean, they did some building to Backlash, but it did just feel like a regular episode of SmackDown to me. I'm going to just be honest with you guys. So let me know about that down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later on this week. Peace.